Hi friends, it's a Friday evening. I'm in my cozy clothes and I got my final package for my birthday haul. And so I thought it would be the perfect night to share all the books I got for my birthday. My birthday was a month ago, over a month ago by the time you see this. But over the past month and a half, I've been kind of collecting a lot of gifts from people because everyone knows I love books. So I generally get a lot of books for my birthday. And then all the stores always have, oh, that was for my tea. All the bookstores always have special coupons for your birthday, so I utilized those coupons and got books I've been wanting so badly and anticipated reads, so I'm really excited to show you guys this haul. Almost all of them are books that I've been dying to read and a mix of books I've never heard of but got gifted, so hope you guys have some fun. Grab a drink. There's lots of books to talk about, and I am so thankful for all of them. Out of the first pile, we've got the box set for Kristen Hanna's, doesn't have a name, but it has the 4 books in it: The Great Alone, The Nightingale, Night Road, and Fly Away. The Nightingale has been on my TBR for probably over a year now. I've heard amazing things about it, and I believe she only writes historical fiction, so I think these are all historical fictions. But then when I went to start The Nightingale months back when I got my library copy, I realized that The Great Alone is kind of a prequel, but not really, to The Nightingale. But I wanted to read it in the order that people recommend reading it in, so I put this on my wish list and one of my friends got it for me, so I'm so excited to get into it. I haven't even unwrapped it yet because I just don't want to until I read them, but yeah, so thrilled for this series. And I have not yet read any Kristen Hanna books, so I'm really excited for that as well. Next, I got this beautiful edition of Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. It's gorgeous, and even though I already own Frankenstein, I could not pass up owning another beautiful copy. This was gifted by my friend and I am obsessed with this. I have not read Frankenstein since high school. I really need to reread it, but I don't think I'm gonna read from this edition because it's so beautiful. But I do have the Penguin Classics edition, so I probably will be reading from that one. Next, we have a couple romances that I actually haven't read, and I'm kind of surprised I haven't. The first one is Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. After reading The Love Hypothesis and basically seeing reviews saying that it is a carbon copy of the Love Hypothesis, why is that so hard to say? I didn't pick it up, but I have not read that book in almost 5 years, I think. I think I read it in 2020 or 2021. I'm not completely sure. So I feel like it's been a long enough time for me to read this without having that like influence of making it feel like it's the same book that I'm reading. So I'm excited for that. And this is like a STEM romance. I'm sure most of you know who Ali Hazelwood is. The next book I have is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. I've heard nothing but amazing things of this romance. I've heard that it is a heartbreaking romance. I believe, oh no, they are not engaged. Oh, so it's kind of like 2 authors that meet and have like a spark and a romance and a week of love, and then they have since been secretly writing to each other in their books. But I guess something happens. I don't know, but I am so intrigued and I'm very happy to finally get my hands on this so I can read it. The next book I didn't get for my birthday, but I got it around the same time, so I thought I would include it, and it is Danica de la Torre, Certified Sleuth by Michaela Lucido, which I went to school with Michaela. I went to high school with her. We were in the same writer's craft class, and she published her first book. So I, of course, had to go buy it and support her, and I'm so excited to read this. It is a middle grade, I guess, mystery. And I am so excited and could not be more proud of her. Amazing. I have no words, but it looks so cute. Like there's graphics on the inside as well. Let me get to a page that has. I love it. I'm so excited to read this. and I'm probably gonna make my nephew read it because I think he's at the age that would be perfect for this as well. The next book I got was Tar Baby by Toni Morrison. I got this at BMV, so it was a really, really good deal. I've been slowly collecting all of Toni Morrison's work and have heard nothing but amazing things of Tar Baby. And I'm currently reading Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison, and I also have Beloved on my TBR for this year, so hopefully I will finish those two by the end of this year. But I'm already loving her writing, and I feel like once I finish Song of Solomon, I'm just going to want to read all of her backlists, so very excited to get into this. The next book I the next book I bought is The Full Moon Coffee Shop by Mai Kaizuki. And I saw this when I was at a coffee shop with one of my really, really good friends. And we were there really late at night just talking, and this coffee shop has a book store, I guess, attached to it. So we were looking at the books and I picked this one up, and it's basically a coffee shop that is run by talking cats. And once in a while, the cats will pick a specific person to kind of help them find their purpose in life. I don't know, I found this is so amazing. The concept is perfect. I love cats. My cat is right here by my feet. Like, I cannot wait to read this book. It sounds like everything I would want in a book. The next book I have here is Women Who Run with the Wolves: Myths and Stories of the Wild Woman Archetype by Clarissa Pinkola Estes. I have seen this floating around online multiple times, and I've heard this is kind of like a book that every woman needs to read, and I have been very, very intrigued. So let me just kind of read a little bit at the back. It says, within every woman there lives a powerful force filled with good instincts, passionate creativity, and ageless knowing. She is the wild woman who represents the instinctual nature of woman, but she is an endangered species. In Women Who Run with the Wolves, Dr. Estes unfolds rich intercultural myths, fairy tales, and stories, many from her own family, in order to help women reconnect with the fierce, healthy, visionary attributes of this instinctual nature. Doesn't that sound amazing? I love folklore. I love ancestral teachings. It is something that I'm so passionate about and always loving to learn. So I feel like this is something I need to read. The next two books my boyfriend got me for my birthday, and I've never seen either of them. So I was very excited. He always finds me the most random books that I've never seen, and I always usually end up really enjoying them. Sometimes not, but it's always nice to find new books I've never heard about. So the first one here is called Captain Solitude, One Surfer's Search for the World's Greatest Sailor by R.C. Shaw. And I think this is a nonfiction book about this man, and the back doesn't even have anything on it. So a Nova Scotian by the name of Joshua Slocum set sail from Boston with the goal of circumnavigating the globe by himself. And that was in April of 1895. 3 years and 46,000 miles later, he would publish the story of his journey, sailing alone around the world. A decade later, in 1909, Slocum set sail for the Amazon and was never seen again. More than a century later, another Nova Scotian adventurer, R.C. Shaw, so the author, leaves his home in Cow Bay on a bicycle bound for Slocum's childhood home in Briar Island. Traveling down Nova Scotia's south shore, Shaw sets off on a journey to chase the ghost of Joshua Slocum, casting aside reason and attempting his own miraculous sea crossing. So I think he basically tries to redo what this man did in the late 1800s. So I think this will be very fascinating, and always love to support a Canadian. The next book he got me is called Honeybees and Distant Thunder by Riku Onda. First of all, I love this cover. It says, in a small coastal town just a stone's throw from Tokyo, a prestigious piano competition is underway. Over the course of 2 feverish weeks, 3 students will experience some of the most joyous and painful moments of their lives, though they don't know it yet. Each will profoundly and unexpectedly change the others forever. So I think it might be 3 different POVs. That's exciting. And it is a Japanese author, so I'm intrigued. Next, one of my wonderful friends got me the 2 books that are currently out, I think, for the Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. So we've got that one and Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. And then I think the third one either just came out or is coming out. I don't remember, but these are gorgeous. And she has raved about this series, and I've seen a lot of people either love it or hate it, but I feel like I've seen more people love it. And I believe it is like a whimsical fantasy mixed with a little bit of romance. And I feel like this is the perfect either spring book or winter. I will see when I get to this, but it's kind of feeling like spring for me for some reason. The next book, I don't remember if I've ever included in any of my videos, but I got it in September. But, well, my boyfriend bought it for me, but I'm gonna include it because I started this book, but I have been sidetracked with so many other books. But it's called Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Poradnek, and this is a Polish-Canadian author who wrote basically a romantasy, and the book is inspired by her grandparents' land and garden and forests back in Poland. And even like the names are Polish, the areas surrounding have Polish names. I think I got like 20 pages in. I was just obsessed. As you guys know, I've been on this kind of journey slowly of getting back to, I guess, my roots. I've been wanting to read more Polish authors. I've been learning the language more and kind of just, you know, getting back to my roots. And I feel like this is a perfect combination of all of them. And this cover is beautiful. So yeah, really excited. And I've heard fantastic things about this book. So I really, really need to get to it in the next few months because I feel like this is the perfect time to read it. And again, I'm sorry if I don't have perfect synopsises for these books. This is a haul, but just know I'm so excited for all of these books. And if you've read any of them, please let me know your thoughts because I need to know. All right, moving on to the second pile. Oh, this one's heavy. Oh my god. Let's get these ones out of the way. I bought the rest of the Throne of Glass series so that I can finally have the complete collection because I plan on starting this series this month. So I wanted the rest of the books. I got them very, very cheap. And these editions are also pretty much pristine. So very excited for that. Next, I got 3 romances that I have read. So I have This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. I read the ARC for this book, so I didn't have the physical copy of it, but I thought, why not pick it up because I have the first book in this series and I am definitely going to have the third book on pre-order because I love this series so much. It is surrounded around a group of friends, 3 of them, and each book you follow along their lives, and it is a romance. I would say all of them are romances, but they're like adult romances, and not in the way that there's more smut, but it just deals with more adult things, and I feel like it's a little bit more relatable. I believe they're all in their 30s or 40s, so later on, not early 20s, so I feel like it's just very relatable. Next, we've got Book Lovers by Emily Henry, which is not my favorite. Emily Henry. I think I gave this the least amount of stars out of all of them, which I still gave this a 3 stars, but I'm pretty sure all of her other books have had 4 stars or higher. But I never owned this book and I definitely wanted to add it to my Emily Henry collection. So I think I have all of her books now. So wanted to just add that. And then we've got Abby Jimenez's Just for the Summer, which just came out this past summer. I adored this book. I don't have the first 2 in the series, but I will be looking out for them and collecting them as soon as I find them for a steal. But I adored the Part of Your World series. I loved Just for the Summer the most, then it was Part of Your World, and then Yours Truly. Then I got the Stolen Heir duology. I think it is a duology. I just finished the Cruel Prince trilogy, so I needed to pick up the next books in this world because I was obsessed with this world. So I got these for a really good deal on Book Outlet. So we've got The Stolen Heir and The Prisoner's Throne. And I believe we're following now the brother, right? Yeah. Oak and the Court of Teeth. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I'm so intrigued. And lastly, I bought these 5 books, and I am going to say this is like completely influenced by Melissa or Beware of Pity on TikTok or the Post Office Girl on Instagram, because she has raved about both of these authors so much, and both of her handles were inspired by 2 of these books. So I had them in my cart for months and months and months now, and with my birthday coupon I just bought them, and I really wanted them in the NYRB editions because now I've been collecting these editions for a lot of books. So I think I have like maybe 15 of these editions, so very exciting. The first 3 books are by Stefan Zweig. I've got Chess Story, which is, I think, a short story, but I've been obsessed with books about chess lately, and so when I saw that this was one of his books, I was like, okay, I have to get it because chess. But then the 2 that were heavily influenced by her is The Post Office Girl and Beware of Pity. So I don't remember what most of these books are about, but these are raved so much by her, and I've only seen amazing things by everyone that has been reading it because of her recommendation. So I am so excited, and I'm like trying my hardest not to just read these books right now because I have other books I need to read. And the last 2 we have here are by the author Magda Szabo. We've got The Door and Abigail. So I actually picked up The Door and I started reading it, and it was the language, the writing was so spectacular. But again, like I'm in the middle of like 5 books right now. I need to finish those before I start anything new, so I had to put it down. And then Abigail I've heard amazing things about as well, and I believe all of these are some type of World War II-ish kind of novel, or World War I. 1930s, yep. Nazis. This one I know is during the World War as well. So, you know, I love a historical book as well. So those are all the books that I either got gifted for my birthday or bought for my birthday. It's a lot. I'm good for the rest of the year, probably even longer than that. We'll see. Christmas is also coming around the corner, so I probably will get some gifted at Christmas. But I think I finally actually reached owning 900 books, and that's a lot. So I think we're ready for some reading and less buying. Right, Spice? Please let me know again if you've read any of these books and your thoughts about them. I would love to know. And thank you for spending this Friday evening with me. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to continue drinking my tea, petting my cat, and I'm going to go make some wings because it's Friday night. Hope you have a wonderful day, evening, or night ahead, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!